inspired the idea to have the children not only be hearing stories, because we read all the time, but to create their own stories?
Well, students, if you check it on and take the time to listen, students do have creative minds, and that's what we did. Those students, there are some who did not quite complete their books, but we invited the students to talk. Tell us your story. And then, having said, now write. And so they started off by doing just sentences. And at the end of the day, their story was complete. So all the ideas there, it's ideas of the students.
So about how long did it take to complete the process?
Wow. For some students, it was faster. Some students just sat and thought about it and wrote a sentence at a time.
Nice.
And it depends on the ability of the students. So 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks for some students.
Yeah. Ms. Dylan Clark, do we help them? So, because at this age, telling the story is pretty organic. They're just going to talk and tell you what they think. Do you try to structure them?
No.
After you just allow them for the
They will tell you if you try to structure. That's not what I want to say.
Good.
And so they tell you the story.
All right, so you have the originals with you.
Yes,
and this is what they do. So you put the books together and then they write on the pages?
What we did, this is what we started with, just type stapled pages. And then at each sitting, which is for half an hour, they wrote their sentences.
Okay. And then we did the books. So writing is one thing. Was the idea to publish the books before they wrote it, or did it come to you after they wrote it?
After.
After, when you saw it, you thought, oh, this would be nice to
Yes.
publish.
When we saw how successful the venture was, we thought we must take it further.
Yeah.
And so we were happy. And the parents were ecstatic to see that their child actually wrote a book. And as you asked earlier, the illustrations are their own.
All right. So boys and girls, remember the agreement we had about showing everybody the books? Please show them the books that you have. Look at that. Pat is fat. My wish for picking strawberries. My pet's 30 and monkey. Go away, bird. The rude boy. My cute little turtle. The boy who kicked the ball. So there are a number of stories. Thank you very much, students. Tell me about the stories, the kinds of stories. Fantasy, real life, what are some of the stories?
Some of them are real life stories. Like Pat is Fat. It's a personal experience. It's a child's family situation that they put
In a
story.
Yeah.
With the rude boy, for D'Angelo, it's another story that he had an encounter with a bigger boy at school, and that was not so nice, and he wanted to fix it, so he wrote that book.
Yeah.
The Go Away Bird. This little boy wanted to plant some seeds, and the birds were causing a lot of mischief.
Yes.
And he decided to write about Go Away
Away
Bird.
Bird.
So basically, it's their own experience that they have written in the books.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the inside of the book from a distance, and I'm seeing the drawings in the book.
It's there.
Because so they have drawings. I see Pumpkin. Thank you for showing me. So there are drawings, and then the stories. You said they did their own drawings.
Yes.
Yeah. How excited were they to see the books in print?
Very, very excited. When they saw it and said, "Oh, I did this," and they actually wanted to read each other's book. It was just overwhelming when they saw it, and on the back to
Yes.
see their pictures and reading what they said is just awesome.
Oh, so tell me about that. So I see the front of the book. So at the back of it, I see there's a picture of the authors.
Yes.
And a little background on there.
Indeed.
Talk to me, Principal, about that.
When the parents actually saw the background, many of the parents were smiling and says, "Indeed, this is my child."
What does the background say?
It tells a little about the child and their interest.
And that's what's on the book. And where do we take it from here? Do we make the books available for other children?
We would love to, because I can understand that if I can see a book written by a child my age
Yes.
and similar experience, I would probably want to read that book.
Absolutely. It would resonate so much better if you read it. And it would encourage other children to write as well. How did this improve their writing skills?
It
Tell me,
has
Michelle.
improved their
Yeah.
writing skill a lot.
Yeah.
What happened while they were writing the books, the students themselves were checking each other's book. So that has helped them to be better writers. They are interested in writing more books. They already have their titles. And not only has the writing improved, but literacy on a whole.
And
Yeah.
okay,
Are they
I
more
think
interested
so.
to read as well, having been a part of the process?
Yes.
Far more interested to read.
Yes.
Drink the tea.
At
Just
our
drink the
school,
tea then.
reading is a big thing.
Yeah.
And so we have a library and the students are encouraged to come in and borrow a book. We have a cozy corner where persons want to come and read. And so this project is just a tip
Yeah.
on our whole focus on literacy at St. Joseph's Infant School.
Wonderful. The viewers don't mind. They know we're in a classroom. They hear the little noise going on. We have to go. But kudos to you, teachers. Thank you so much. Very innovative and I think very impactful for the youngsters. Students, hold the books up one last time, please, for everyone to see. There they are from the St. Joseph's Infant School, the little authors, all showing copies of their books. So, speaking with Principal Rosemary Clark and Intervention Teacher Shane Dillon Gray. This is the Reading Club. Wonderful work. We can't wait to see how this improves in the next few years. Stay with us. We're unboxing a new cool subscription box after the break. This is Smile Jamaica. We'll be right back.
Okay, my tip.